All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless me here again, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you, just like me. All right, before I get going, here's Grand self-titled debut album, countercultural 1984, 1987 kind of music, pop, rock, very melodic, very catchy. Go listen to Caroline. That's their first single, and they released a couple more songs after that. Really, everything on this is pretty good. It goes from great down to maybe very good, but you can listen to this thing from start to finish and you can really like it. So here it is again, Grand. Again, I don't get anything for promoting this stuff. I just, I'm trying to keep this kind of music alive. Another band from Sweden who gets it more than, American radio stations and American radio programmers, for that matter. Classic music. Speaking of classic, Sammy Hagar is out there. He's a classic, right? He's 75. So yeah, you could slap an antique plate on antique license plate on Sammy Hagar. I know that would be a little bit awkward, but Sammy is out there today dispelling rumors that it's just one person holding up the Van Halen tribute concert for Eddie Van Halen. It's really an Eddie Van Halen tribute. It's not for Van Halen the band, but you would have certain people reuniting, and the awkward part might be Alex or Dave and or Sammy all together in one place. And Hagar, talking to the great Eddie Trunk, says, "It ain't just one guy," Hagar declared. "Nope, Alex and I don't talk." So there's a bit of a communication problem between Sammy and Alex, and it continues. Hagar went on to detail how he recently tried to contact Alex, with whom he has been estranged from for years, only to once again receive silence from the drummer. He says, "I reached out to Al and he wouldn't return my call or my email," Hagar said. "And so, you know what? F it." Sammy Hagar, at least he tells it like it is, right? It's not on the top of my list or my agenda. I think Eddie deserves definitely a tribute, and the whole world would show up and the whole world would do it. Discussions around a tribute to Van Halen have been circulating since the guitar legend's death back in October of 2020. So we are now more than 2 years after the death of one of the greatest musicians planet Earth has ever seen. But there is no tribute. And there have been like 3 tribute concerts to a drummer whose name is Taylor Hawkins. And I don't still know that much about Taylor Hawkins, right? I really don't. I have done my research. I know he was in Foo Fighters, and I know a bunch of people really liked him, and he was a nice guy. You know who was a really nice guy who died from Parkinson's disease a few years back? Pat Torpey, who was an absolutely amazing drummer. And he finally got a tribute. He got a song by a group who I follow. The band is called Landfall. Their singer is a friend of mine, and they dropped a song called Heroes Are Forever. So maybe someone needs to drop a song for Eddie. I know the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think, already did it. And that was cool. But maybe someone else needs to do it. Maybe Sammy can write a decent song. Anyway, Roth is out there in this too, David Lee Roth. And Hagar says, I don't know why people put it on Roth. I don't talk to Dave. And if he did it, he'd want me not to do it. In other words, if Roth agreed to this tribute, he wouldn't want Hagar there, according to Sammy Hagar. I'm sure that's part of the dysfunction that Wolife is talking about. And Sammy goes on to say, I don't know if this is true or not, but here's how I think it's going to go. I'll only do it if Hagar is not there. And if that's the case, then it's the dysfunction and it's typical David Lee Roth. It's not like he controls it. It's just that he doesn't play well with others. And like I said, if Alex came to me and wanted to do it, I'm in. Absolutely. Let's go. And we'll do it somehow. But Alex has got a stick up his rear end about something with me, and he's going to take it to his grave, I guess. I made peace with Eddie before he died, but I don't think I made peace with Al. And I don't think I'm going to unless he, meaning Alex, reaches back out to me. And according to Sammy Hagar, he says, I've done this about 5 times now. Jeez. Holy crap, Batman. I mean, how much can you beg for a tribute to Eddie Van Halen? And the brother can't get over all of this, Roth and Hagar stuff. And for some reason, is going to take this grudge to his grave. So I don't know, folks. It again, this is just sad. This is just humanity not functioning properly. That's all this is. It's really about, hey, we should pay tribute to Ed so we don't get along. So there's a lot of bad blood and a lot of things happened. And, Sammy wrote that book. Everybody tells me, the book really made it difficult for Alex and for Ed. But according to Sammy, he made peace with Ed before Ed died. And I don't see why Sammy would be lying about that. I think it must be true. So in any event, if you're waiting for that tribute, there'll probably be another Taylor Hawkins tribute before there's an Eddie Van Halen tribute. And there should be a Pat Torpey tribute, right? Maybe there was one. I missed it. Go check out the new Landfall song. It's called Heroes Are Forever. It's really good. And Guy Oliver and Landfall, great band, as are the band Grand. Here they are, right here, ladies and gentlemen. And music from Sweden. Landfall is from Brazil. All of these bands from everywhere but the United States. Nobody really cares. Really sad. And nobody seems to care about the Eddie Van Halen tribute, because if they did, it would have already happened by now. All right, I'm done.